welcome to the Elusive Truth by the Rich and Larry Show. It is springtime in Clown World, and it looks like things are getting crazier. I think we all need some justice, peace, and love in our lives. So please sit back and enjoy today's podcast as we float gently into the rabbit hole.
Hello.
Good morning, Gary. You busy today?
Yeah, how are you doing?
Oh, good. Sitting here getting ready for the day and thought I'd give you a call, see what's going on.
Oh, well, that's good. I'm glad to hear that. Man, I just, I'm feeling good about everything that's going on because we know we're seeing more and more disclosure on everything from crooked politicians and cabal and governments to, we could see an actual disclosure of intergalactic beings and spaceships.
Well,
which is all a good thing.
Yeah.
So,
well, the Navy's already come out and reported a bunch of pyramid flying ships around. So a lot of stuff has been coming out, at least from the military, saying, yes, there is a craft. And I even saw an article, which I didn't get a chance to read, but it was saying that the military is already using downed alien technology.
Gosh, it goes right back even to Roswell. How did we progress so much in, 40 years of, where we got with the last 40 years technology since the, 80s?
Yeah, and what really is amazing is think of all the effort that they put into making everybody disbelieve this conspiracy of aliens or Roswell. Think of the outcome.
Well, the cabal doesn't think you're capable of handling anything, and they ultimately have controlled the masses by lies.
Right. But you go back in history. I mean, if we were back in, I don't know, just saying Egyptian times and this stuff happened, I could see everybody kind of going nuts. We've been watching too many movies, too many Star Wars, Star Trek, that type of thing. So we're waiting for the aliens.
They've put it in the movies. They've showed us everything they know right in front of our face in the technology, like the movie The Matrix.
Oh, I know. It's amazing how they're trying to say how that the movie's preparing us for Judgment Day or the declassification of certain events. Now they're saying there's more and more sightings of craft in the air more than ever.
Yes, and they're just slowly bringing it more and more out into the public.
Yes, it's more mainstream now. So, like I said, when the government and the military usually is quiet about everything, and now they want to show their beautiful pictures of all their alien encounters. Oh, and I say alien, but it is. It's a UFO.
That's why, yeah, and I don't even like to call them aliens because I just call them galactic beings from the galaxy.
There apparently is many different shapes and sizes to these things, and
oh yeah, they could be so far dimensional out there that they're strictly light orbed.
I mean, and that's what I mean, and that's where it gets confusing, and people try to figure out that are they little green men, little gray men?
Oh, what do you call them? Oh, they're gray. They're gray.
Well, what about Men in Black? The shows. I mean, how far fetched is that?
It's not at all.
There probably is some type of organization out there handling the intergalactic affairs between humans on Earth and the rest of the universe.
Oh, Project Blue Book. You remember that? And they did a whole TV show. I think HBO did a miniseries on it.
I also heard that they canceled that project, that they actually kept it going.
Yeah.
So, I mean, again, we're back to media manipulation.
I don't know how I got into talking about this, but, we fit into the whole galaxy as far as Earth is concerned, and we're part of the whole galactic universe.
Again, it's easier for man to believe that we are the almighty and there's nothing better than us. So, and that's what we've been taught, for classes, Bible school, things like that, the God is number one, but there's nothing else.
Oh, but, just think of civilizations that are thousands or hundreds of thousands of years more advanced than us.
Well,
imagine where we're going to be in 1,000 years, looking back at the 1900s or 2020. Huh.
Well, in the clown world that I live in right now, I don't see us going another 1,000 years. We're taking care of business right now with all these idiots rioting and the BLM movement and fake presidency, and I mean, it just keeps getting. Every day you wake up, it's a new clown show.
It's part of the clown show is to show us the madness right in front of our face, so that we know enough to clean up. You can't clean up a mess until you know you're in one.
Definitely in a mess. I know we're in a mess. I mean, I can at least say that.
Yes, indeed. Most of the people don't even know there's tens of thousands of miles of tunnels crisscrossing our Earth, and not just North America and Asia, everywhere. There's underground transportations and tunnels and whole systems that only the elite get to travel in.
Hmm.
Just like under the White House. You don't think they have getaway tunnels under the White House?
Well, that's what everybody knows that they're there, but they don't say much about it. They're trying to keep it quiet.
Yeah, if there's a national emergency, where do you think the president's going to be if he's stuck at the White House?
Oh, he's got a whole little city down below.
Down below, I think he goes down below and jets over to the Rocky Mountains, and he's at NORAD in Cheyenne Mountain.
Oh yeah, no, he's got something, I'm sure.
and I'm not talking that retard. That's all I can call him. The dude that's pretending to be one now.
Well, he's certainly
he's on his way out real soon. Kamala is too. I mean, their whole thing is they're gone.
And that's what I've been upset
just
about.
To get him out.
It's just I can't believe that, like these people, these politicians, Maxine Waters getting away with inciting violence and riots, Pelosi, just on her own agenda. And it's crazy. And nothing outside looks like it's happening. But I'm sure, like you're saying, things are getting chiseled away bit by bit. So hopefully the House of Cards collapses.
Yes, it is being cleaned up. And I even saw on Fox News, they showed a segment, and it showed all these people behind bars on, like Biden and Kamala and all these politicians. I'm like, whoa, they're really starting to show us there could be arrests, or there already has been. Because we can't be lawless like this forever, Rich.
Oh, certainly can't.
You and I start a building on fire. You think we'll be sitting in prison for arson? Hell yeah.
Seems like people are getting a free pass these days to do just about whatever they want based on whatever their ideology is.
Well, that's because the cabal has fed the BLM organization several $1 billion to cover every one of their asses. They never even have any consequences because their bail money's there. But it all started way back when we didn't even realize it, and they were teaching all these indoctrinating them in the school, the educations.
Been doing that for centuries.
That's where it begins.
That's amazing.
Yes, indeed, man. With our fake president that's in there, I heard the other day that he tried to go into the Pentagon. Have you heard about that?
No. What happened?
Crazy retard Joe, or whatever he is. I can't even call him by much other than that. He went with the Secret Service over the Pentagon, and they denied him access.
They denied the president, Joe Biden, access?
And to make a long story short, they said they can use lethal force anytime somebody, goes beyond this point without permission. Biden admitted as he was refused entrance into the Pentagon, and the Secret Service says, we can't force our way in. We're only Secret Service to protect you. We don't take you into dangerous places that you're not allowed. And Biden walked away going, I bet he's in there. I bet he's in there. And they're looking at him like, who? And you know who he's thinking of.
Well, I thought he was in Florida.
I know, but that's Biden. I bet he's in there. He comes and goes from Florida. He can be anywhere. So hard at work with this. But anyhow, it's kind of funny that Biden's, he's in there, and I can't go in. I'm the president.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, there's a whole lot going on.
The big topic right now is the trial, the guilty verdict.
They're never going to be happy.
Oh, never.
Even if he got life or whatever, they act like, how can there be any justice after everything that's happened to us? That's happened to you. You've lived in the freest America. People don't care about your skin color. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's true.
wait till the appeal. Oh, my goodness, it's going to happen all over again.
Yeah, we got to get over this whole skin color issue. Did you hear what George Floyd's brother's name is?
No, what's his name?
I guess he has a brother that was talking to ex-President Obama, and he called him, and Joe Retard called him too. His name is, it's got the word felon in it. His name is Felonious. You like that one?
It just gets crazier and crazier. I don't understand. I just don't understand anymore.
Yeah, Hollywood's going crazy. They're just all happy there's justice. Thank God for the American justice system. And they're they love the justice system if it goes their way. They loved it when OJ was acquitted.
Oh, well, there's another one that...
Remember that?
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Who doesn't remember that?
Justice system worked right there.
No.
He couldn't have possibly done that.
It was a real-life drama, played out on a big stage, the public stage.
See, that's what's coming. Before we have a full disclosure of what we've been all under slavery basically our whole lives. And, you want to talk about reparations. The cabalists kept every citizen in the world under slavery.
Yes.
We're just livestock for them.
So we have a lot of shootings going on.
Oh, they're going to continue. You're right. There's been so much shooting since Biden's taken office. He loves it. They're just trying to make gun issues.
Yeah, keep everybody scared. And as people get moving through this pandemic, things seem to be getting more normalized.
Yeah, that's because, they're probably attributing it to everybody. 25%, 30% of America has the vaccine, so they're trying to say that's why it's working.
They still haven't released the Johnson & Johnson vaccination again. They put that on pause.
Yeah, and I haven't seen any reports on the worldwide pandemic. What is the cases and deaths like in China and Italy and Iran? Remember when those were the top 3 places?
Yes.
Where, how they're only focusing on, the pandemic in the U.S. Do you ever hear any other country's situation with it?
Well, it's what the media chooses to let us know, and we haven't heard anything.
No, I'd like to look into it and see, what it's like in Vietnam right now.
I have no clue. I mean, no one tells us.
They keep us in the dark. I heard Vietnam had very, very little.
Well, they're not going to let us know that.
I mean, it's 100 million people or whatever there is there,
If it's not going to go with their narrative on this doom and gloom, they're not going to report it.
Yeah, Oregon was trying to pass something to make mask wearing permanent.
Oh, well, they do that. I'll be the first one to leave.
Did you hear anything about that? It comes up in May.
No, I haven't.
You can't have a temporary order mask mandate unless it's either no more the temporary runs up. They have to decide if they're going to make it mandatory.
I don't understand at this point in time. We all know about this pandemic and how they can still go forward with this mask bull crap.
It is just too much going on right now, Rich. What I think is going to happen is there's going to be a major event of some sort, a crisis. I call an event. Something, this pandemic wasn't big enough.
No, it backfired.
So, yeah, they thought this was going to be the end all. Yeah, they thought Hillary was going to get in 2016.
Yeah, she's still reeling over that, but I still wanted President Trump's lock her up. I still want to see that.
It is there. Trust me, there's no way they're getting out of this.
Full disclosure on the Obama administration, because he still has a lot of people duped. I even thought it was a good administration until I started seeing some of the things that were actually done by his administration.
Was a puppet of the cabal. Now that you're looking back at it, that's every move that he made was bring America down with this, divide America with that, bring it down, bring it down.
Yeah. And what about giving Iran $1 billion?
Well, yeah. Feed the terrorists.
And meanwhile, the rest of us, American citizens, are struggling and having to deal with all this stuff. And they're still sitting in their little palaces and enjoying day by day.
The Federal Reserve just keeps printing money.
Well,
and feeding Wall Street. What the heck is Wall Street going up to 34,000?
Well, it's always
Where's that coming from?
The Senate and Congress. I mean, they're the ones that actually pass the bills to spend the money. Another trillion here, another trillion there, and they keep saying that you can't fathom what a trillion means.
No, we can't.
And we're trillions and trillions in debt now.
I thought I would never use the B word, saying billions, 1,000 million.
Here we are, still sitting patiently. It's springtime. People want to get out, do more things. Something's going to happen that totally open things up.
I think they're going to try to scare us more with something that scared us more than the pandemic. Could scare us more is WW3. Scare us with a China-Russia World War III.
I think that's what they would want us to believe, but I think that too many people are too smart about it.
Happen. You're right. They're going to scare us with it.
What they're going to do is that it's going to be an alien invasion, and they all have a weird type of bacteria that will kill humans, so you can't even be friendly with these guys. And it's going to create a mass pandemic because they're not here to help us anymore. I can see that happening.
Oh, it's a false flag. They're going to say the aliens brought all the devastation to Earth.
That's what I mean. I can see that happening. I mean, literally, growing up as a young man in the 70s, anybody that saw aliens or heard talked about Bigfoot was a crazy crackpot. And here we are, 2021. There's been aliens since thousands of years ago. Bigfoot does exist, but he uses teleportation. I'm telling you, exactly. I grew up and something happened. I think something happened in 2019, and I stepped into a parallel world, which is a clown world. Kind of resembles the world I remember, but everything's off kilter.
You couldn't be more spot on. You have the consciousness awakening to even say those words. Most people don't realize our strongest power is our awakening in conscissness. That there actually could be parallel universes and dimensions.
Just amazes me. I keep thinking that people are getting smarter, but it's the smartphones that are getting smarter, tracking us and controlling us. People are just not being social anymore. And I don't know. We definitely live in a different universe. And, just God forbid, what happened if the electricity went out tomorrow? And I would say within, 12 hours when everybody's cell phone stops working, then you're going to see some real craziness because all these kids are going to be, oh my God, what am I going to do now? I can't do nothing.
From you and I, we're going to hole up and watch the chaos. We're not going to be part of it. That's what they want. I'm holing up for 3 or 4 days and assessing the situation.
Oh, you might have to be holed up.
These kids can't handle 3 days.
Oh, they can't. They're going to probably be, they're going to go nuts, and myself and you and I are going to probably be holed up for the rest of our lives if this takes place.
Yeah. We can withstand, just staying in for, 10 days, whatever, 2 weeks. I got enough food and water and supplies and everything else.
Well, like I said, our forefathers were able to survive on less, so it'll take a big change. A lot of people will definitely die off, but there'll be plenty of us around that will still be able to make it.
Our forefathers fought for this country's freedom with bare feet in snow in the winter.
Yeah, I like to see some of these activists. That kind of
perseverance.
Right. I like to see them follow same footsteps. The people that fought in these World War I, II, these are heroic people. They went through such hardships that we can't even imagine. And we are getting all worried about because we don't have fast internet speed and we can't keep up with our latest gossip or our latest YouTuber that's telling us to eat cinnamon and blow it out your nose or whatever.
As they're dismantling our Constitution.
Yeah, that's the important stuff, eating Tide Packs. More important than, trying to really work together and be one. What happened to your neighbors and love everybody and take care of everybody? And it like I said, they divided us. They separated us, and everybody's got their own opinions. What happens is that everybody throws this stuff on the internet, and then when they get back to real life and talking to somebody, they can't say anything. They don't have their mask or shield up.
They're still too fearful that they're gonna get something.
They sit behind a computer or a screen, and that's how they live their lives, and they watch other people's lives and they judge it. And then when they get to their own,
to live vicariously through these other TikTok crazies.
It's fun. I think the internet obviously helps a lot of people, and I'm very appreciative of the information that I have access to. You can be misled really easily on YouTube or any of these places. Make your own conclusions, and hopefully you're smart enough to, wrong from right or or know of a balance.
That's what it comes down to, is do your own research and have your own discernment to base it on your intelligence, what's right and what's wrong.
Right.
It's truthful and what's not.
It's because we've been, so accustomed that so-and-so says this, so it must be right, so we must listen.
Yes, we let others tell us everything, yep.
And here we are. How can any mayor, an elected official, let their cities go to crumble? Wow, that's not what a mayor does.
That's an easy answer. I got an answer to that one.
And
You're
again,
part of the cabal destruction.
And that's what leads people to believe that maybe you're right, because there's no explanation. Why would an elected official who's supposed to love their town just as much, or if not more than most of the people it serves, to make it better? I thought it was the American way, capitalism. Make it better, make the people come there, make your money, make everybody happy. They destroyed Portland. They destroyed Seattle. Minneapolis was a beautiful town,
yep.
And they made that place. Well, who would want to go there now?
Nobody.
Who wants to go to Chirac?
To go there in the middle of winter.
Chicago's no better. In New York City, you got to watch out what you're doing there. Remember how bad?
What are they all doing in Ohio with that kid getting shot?
And that's the worst thing, is because I just got done watching a video by Donut Operator, and he showed the police officer shot that girl because she was getting ready to stab a second person.
Oh yeah, did you see? Fox was the only one that actually had the still frame the 1 second before the cop pulled the trigger.
No.
And she still had the knife in her hand. They froze frame it.
And that's what happens. You stab somebody, you better watch out. And if a cop's around, he's going to shoot you.
She was going, it was a pretty big knife, and she was going for like the face or the neck.
That was their second person she stabbed. But again, we weren't there. We don't know the whole situation, but everybody jumps to conclusions. And even LeBron James put out a picture of the white police officer and said, "Your time's up." LeBron James.
Like they're going after him next.
It's amazing. This guy,
I think he should stick to the basketball court.
I think he's too late for that. I think he should be done. I mean, he denounces everything, but he's made so much money, and he thinks he's so...
Hundreds of millions, yes.
It's terrible. It really is. I don't know how they can do this.
Glad to catch up with you on some stuff, Rich, because, we got to get back on this at least, every few days. Well, there's so much going on right now.
Well, there is. And like how we started off with all this, unidentified aircraft around and more sightings, eventually showing sailors showing their pictures while they were on board a ship. It's crazy. What they need to do is say, okay, so there is something out there and we're trying to figure it out. But I think, like you already know, they already know what's going on. That's why everybody in politics that rules people goes to the Antarctic, because they have to go meet the Galactic Federation and make good.
Exactly.
So to wrap this up, you said, a lot of stuff is happening, and I guess the more and more that we talk about things, and the more and more we will hopefully understand and move forward from this, because, like I said, the clown world I live in now, it's no good. We need to move on, and we need to get back on the right track.
All right, man. We will, Rich, and I'm going to let you go with that, my friend.
You take care. You have a great day. Keep looking up in the skies, right?
Yes, and keep your love vibrations high.
All right, my friend. You take care and have a good day.
All right. Thank you, Rich.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.